Hello, this video is specific to AILAWA, Washington. The purpose of the video is to give an overview, a tutorial, instructions for managing the AILAWA, Washington website. I assume prior to this video that you have the URL for the admin dashboard and that you also are able to log into it. So what you're looking at here is the first screen that you will see when you sign in to the admin side of the website. There are three components to this website, to this layout, that are important. At the very top is the top bar of that will appear whenever you're signed in. This bar will stay with you whether you're on the back end or the front end of the website. So let's go over these icons. This icon is the WordPress icon to get you to the WordPress website. This is a WordPress platform. This button, AILAWA Washington with the home icon, takes you to the front end of the website. So if we click it, what you're going to see is you're going to see the front side of the website, and if you click it again, it will take you to the back side. A good way to get back and forth between the two parts of the site. The next icon is comments. We're not using comments on this website, so you can ignore that for now. The new button will present you a drop-down of quickly creating new content for the website. Over the far right is your personal account link. So if you click it, you will see that you are taken to your profile page. What I encourage you to do is, as a first step, change your password here. And then when you're done, go ahead and update your profile. So for right now, we're going to head back into the dashboard. Once again, the top bar stays with you whether you're on the front end or the back end. The next part of the layout that I want to talk about is the left menu. The left menu will stay with you, stay visible, as long as you're on the admin part of the website. What you're looking at here is you're looking at an administrator privilege. So all of these links, these are all the links that are available. Depending on your role within the organization, you may or may not have access to these same left menu items. So let's go over these real quick. So these are the posts for the website. These are going to be used for more time relevant items like news. Media is everything that you upload to the website: images, document files. Pages is just that, the pages on your website. This is everything that comes off of your main navigation menu, and things are the items in pages are the static items. This is going to be the bulk of your website. Comments we're not using. Committees are the committees of your website. We'll go over that in a second. Events are what appear in the calendar and are the events, the conferences, the meetings that you schedule for the organization. So I'm going to go over these, but I'm going to go over them in only one of them in detail. So I'll go ahead and go in post. And the reason I will only go over one in detail is because they all share the same system. So if you understand the system that one of them uses, you can manage the rest of them. But I will go over some of the differences in a second. So this is the post list for the site. What you will see here is you will see a main table that holds the top, the most recent 20 items. For posts, there's only 9 items, so you're only going to see a single page. Once we get above 9, you will have to page over with links that sit right here. Anything above the table, these are filters. So what this allows you to do is to filter the content. For 9, not so important, but if you do get up to 200-300 posts, then it's going to be very important. You can filter by date. You can filter by category, and you can even filter by committee. And then you select your filter and you click filter, and it shows you only those posts that are relevant. Probably the most useful filter is a search. This will search the title and the text of the post in this case. That's a very quick way to find the content that you're after. So if you hover over any of these posts, you're going to see 4 links that appear below the title. And what these are is this is the hover menu that appears that gives you access to the tasks of the post. So edit is the same thing as clicking the title. That will take you to the full editor of the post for you to make any changes you want. Quick edit will open up an editor in this view, so it doesn't take you to a new page. We'll go over that in a second. If you want to delete the post, you click trash. And then if you want to see what the post looks like on the front end of the website, you would click view. So let's go over each of these in turn. So clicking edit will take you to the full editor of the post. The most important item is the title. This is what will appear at the top of the browser, and it will also appear as a bold heading at the top of the content. This is the main content editor. You will see here that there's 2 button bars. This button to the far right, if you click it, if you toggle it, you'll see that the second row appears. You want to go ahead and toggle it. You only have to do it once, and it will always appear. This is if you've done any kind of editing in, say, Gmail or Yahoo or even Microsoft Word. This is a very similar type of editor. It's what's called a WYSIWYG editor. So what you want to do is you want to go here and just start typing. This is text. You can highlight text, you can bold it, you can highlight it, you can italics. A very useful editor, and you can use any of these buttons to create your content. So let's go ahead and delete it for right now. In this, at the top right of this editor, you have a visual view and you also have a text view. They are in sync, so if you make changes to one, they will reflect in the other. The text is the HTML. The visual is what you actually see. Below the content editor is this additional information box, and what this allows you to do is mark this piece of content as either private or public. By default, everything is private. If you want to make it publicly accessible so that folks won't need an account on your website, then you would tick that box. In the right sidebar, you have the publish box that gives you all of the publishing details. The status published is the only status where it is available on the front end of the website. If you want to work on a piece of content but not make it available, then you want to put it into draft mode. Okay, cancel. Visibility. This is one that we're probably not going to use much, but just so that you know it's there. Public is available to the public. Private is, and someone will need an account. So this is more of a WordPress specific function. We use something specific to this website here. So go ahead and don't worry about that. And then the publish date, if you ever want to change when a piece of content is published, this can be the past or the future. If it's in the future, it's scheduled. If it's in the past, it goes ahead and publishes it. Whenever you make any changes, you want to go ahead and remember to click the update button. This will be publish. This will say publish when it's a new piece of content. So if you've ever done any blog posting, you know that categories is an important part of blog posting, blogging. So here you can specify what categories you want to use. These we've created newsletter and CLE. So use those, and feel free to add new categories. So if you click this, you can add a quick category right here in the same screen. As you can also associate a blog post with any of the committees that are created, that are on the site. Sorry, and this will appear in a different part of the website that we'll go over in a second. So this is the blog post editor. Let's go back, and we're back at the blog post list. Let's click the quick edit button. What you will see here is a form that gives you the majority of the options that we just saw, with the lone exception being the big content editor. But what you see is that it doesn't force you to reload the page. It allows you to make changes to the piece of content right here in the screen. A very fast way to do it. If you want to trash it, you click trash. Let's go ahead and do that. And what you'll see is a new filter up here called trash. Anytime you delete any piece of content, it goes to a trash bin. You click on trash, and you see this is the piece of content that we just deleted. We go in here and click restore, and it restores it. So let's go back and click all. And then finally view. So if we click view, what you will see is it takes you to that piece of content on the front end of the website. So let's go ahead and click on edit post to go back to that window. So that is posts. You can add a new post by clicking the add new, and it will give you a blank form like we just went over. This left categories item is another way for you to manage the categories on the website. And that's it for posts. And what you will see is, if we go to pages, you will see a very familiar format. You have your table and you have your filters. If you hover over any of the pages, you get the same links. And this is, and you would go in here if you want to change any of the content on any of the pages. So let's go to committees. This is where this will hold all of the committees related to all the committees on the website. So if we, once again, this should look familiar. If we click on one of the committees, what you will see is again the same form that we're used to with posts. There is a key difference, which is here is where you would specify the members of the committee. And here you see that Maria Williams is the chair. If you click the drop down, you will see that every single member of the organization is listed, so you can select it. If you click the plus button, another row comes up. You can delete it also. And here are some predetermined roles for committees. And this box is a free text box to give you the ability to specify a certain part of the role, whether or not it's in Tacoma versus Seattle, for example. Right now we have, on this right sidebar, we have two committee types, other and liaison. You can create new types just like you would create new categories. And that's it for the committees. And then finally, let's go over events. Once again, you'll see a familiar table. The columns are a little bit different, but you'll see a familiar table. These are the events that are currently on the website. If you click on the event, you get the event editor. Again, a very familiar look and feel. We have the public tick box once again. And then you have the event details. The only field that is required on the site is going to be the start date. If you leave everything else blank, that's fine. Feel free to fill in the rest of the dates as you see fit. And then we go to the right sidebar. This is where you can associate the event in different ways. Right now, there's only one event type. There could be more. And you can associate the event with any number of committees. And in a subsequent video, I'll show you what effect setting these items has on the website. Thank you, and that concludes this video.